In order to be really good and reach the top ranks in Valorant, you need to master a few aspects of your gameplay. You need to improve your aim, which we covered in this video, improve your impact, which we covered in this video, improve your movement, which we covered in this video. The next thing is your thinking, which we will cover in this video you are currently watching. In all the previous videos where we covered the other topics, we had one-on-one sessions with North American professional players to help us learn what the best in the world know. This video, which is to help you improve your thinking, is no different. We had a one-on-one coaching session with the North American Ascension League professional player Trick, who was the former IGL for both Dark Zero and Mad Lions. Trick is known to be one of the hardest working and smartest in-game leaders to touch Valorant in the North American pro scene. Lucky for you all, we are going to teach you the secrets that Trick taught us in regards to thinking in Valorant. The big secret that Trick taught us in order to improve our thinking was to stop thinking. I know, this may sound weird, but hear me out. It's not that thinking is bad, it's when you decide to think that is bad. When we are in the middle of the round, we do not want our minds to get lost in thought. If it does, we are not conscious in the moment, so we will be incredibly slow reacting and adjusting to things that occur in game. In order to prevent this and remain dialed in, you need to be prepared and start planning what you're going to do based on the objective to win. So if you're an attacker, you need to plan what you want to do in order to win the round. Plan out what site you would like to hit, plan out what will cause you to bail and hit the other site. For example, if we want to push into the A-bomb site, our mental plan could be that we will info flash A main to see if anyone is peeking early. Then we will execute site as long as the enemy KJ is not here. If she is, then we will try to destroy her utility while showing presence mid. Setting up plans like this before the round will keep your head free during execution and allow you to focus on clean mechanics and getting good fights. Now, what about when we manage to take site in that previous example? Well, you need to be quick, but again, before you get into post plan, you need to figure out how you want to play post plan. Is this a good site to play for lineups? Should I stay on site and hold crossfires with my team? You don't have as much time to make your decision before post plan, so you need to think fast. Your quick decision making skills will improve over time the more experience you get on each map, and you'll figure out what works and what doesn't. The most important point is don't overcomplicate it. Make a decision, stick with it, and play the situation as best as you can. Even if staying and fighting on site theoretically is the wrong choice in a situation, it's still way better to commit to the fight and get 1 or 2 kills compared to changing your mind and trying to go for lineups only to be killed in the open from enemies already retaking. When planning, don't worry about what your teammates do. Trick really put emphasis on this point. Just communicate the plan to your team in a simple way and allow your teammates to follow the plan how they want to. You only have a limited amount of brain energy, and wasting it on worrying about how your teammates do things will make you play bad. Your teammates know how to play. Just let them do their thing so you're able to make sure that you don't make any mistakes yourself. Always remind yourself, the impact from you getting 2 kills in a round is 1,000,000 times higher than the impact of micromanaging your teammates and trying to coordinate everything. Focus on what matters, getting kills and having impact yourself. So if we shouldn't actively think so much, how are we making decisions then during a round? Well, when you follow your plan, rely more on your gut to make quick, no hesitation decisions. If you're able to make all the best decisions instantly based on intuition, then you're in the so-called flow state, which you might have heard of already. Your intuition is more powerful than you might think. Let's say you're about to take a fight that you don't like. Listen to your gut and change up your approach. Even if it means, oh, I don't want to really pop flash this. Let me see if he pushes. There are many ways to get the win. A good rule of thumb is to never go for a play that feels uncomfortable. Most of the time, this signals that you're about to make a bad play. This doesn't mean you should play scared, just trust your intuition when deciding for or against plays. So when you try to dash on site as Jet, but there is a Cypher cage, Your team is getting naded in the choke point and you have no idea where anyone is on site. This is uncomfortable. So just cancel the execute and do something else instead of forcing the issue. We see way too much of these types of forceful mistakes when we are doing our free VOD reviews every Thursday. The way you can get your VOD reviewed for free is by joining Discord, submitting a VOD in the VOD Reviews channel, and then show up to our 10 a.m. Eastern Time Zone streams here on YouTube. Now, you can prevent yourself from making desperate plays like this if you learn how to play your agent properly. This will improve your intuition, therefore improving your quick thinking and decision making. The best way to learn how to play an agent properly is to study the professionals. If you go to YouTube and type in the agent, then map, and then VOD, it will show you pro players playing ranked as the agent and on the map that you searched. Study how the pros use their utility, like how Psalm strictly plays flash zones as Sky. How they take fights, like how Sinatra takes fights close to cover and utilizes wall spams and jiggling to his advantage. And what they buy, and when like how Durka always has enough money to go light armor and Vandal with his jet. Through this research, we can also find out how we're supposed to take fights on the map and agent that we are studying. Through watching the pros, we can learn how to turn the impossible to win fights into easily won fights. For example, if we are pinned down by an enemy, we might just give up and wide swing hoping for the best. But if we did our studying, we would know that the pros go for a dead zone and then a wide swing to increase their odds of winning. Crazy, right? Follow the tips that we gave you in this video, since they did come from a professional player who had the chance to play with and against some of the best players in the world. But since we are already on the topic of winning impossible fights through movement, which again, a pro player taught us, you may need to brush up on your movement mechanics. Lucky for you, Trick taught us some advanced movement mechanics that will change your Valorant life for the better. Check out our A Radiant Pro Fix My Movement video next. There, you will learn all of the movement tricks that Trick showed us that allowed me to go from a 1.0 KD to a 1.5 KD. So, I expect to see you all there, and yeah, see you there.